What's up, folks? Kevin here, and today we're wading into an epic fishing adventure in Port Mansfield, Texas. Struggling to catch fish? Tired of casting all day with nothing to show for it? Well, that's about to change. Join me as I hit the water in search of speckled trout and redfish, sharing my best tips, tactics, and lure choices to help you hook more fish next time you're out. So grab a seat, stick around, and let's get after it. You're going to learn something today.
Good morning from Port Mansfield, Texas. We are on the last day of our 6-day trip down to Port Mansfield. We started a little later today since we're a little tired from fishing for the last 5 days. We're going to hit it for 4 or 5 hours this morning before we get off the water and start getting ready for our next trip. Notice I said start getting ready and not cleaning up. So there's never an end to fishing. You're always getting ready for the next trip. So whenever you finish up a trip, tell all your crew, all right, we're gonna go clean up the boat so we can get ready for the next trip. There's never an end to this. So one tip I'll give you when fishing down here in Port Mansfield is there's lots of flats down here that go for miles and miles and miles and miles. You'll find where if you take the boat into, a 2 foot of water that's comfortable for people to get in and out of your boat for wade fishing, but don't walk directly behind the boat because you're going to stay in that same depth of water. So either walk to the right or left of the boat, depending if you want to fish for redfish. Head the direction that the water gets shallower. So that's normally toward the ocean, toward the barrier island between the bay and the ocean. The water will get clearer. You can see the sand pockets and the grass. You may drop off in half thigh water, then go all the way up to, your ankle. If you want to catch more trout, start angling off in the direction of the deeper water, like I'm doing here now. So I'm working from the boat out to deeper water. And quite often you'll find where the fish, they're not behind the boat where you dropped off. They might be in a little bit deeper water in those grass pockets. And you can also, depending how the wind is, you can see some, muddy lines. Trout and the bait don't like that super clear water. They want to see a little bit murkier water, those bait fish to hide in, and then the trout will get in there and ambush them. So fishing this muddier water is a very good place to look for trout, especially over your knees. Most of the trout we're catching is knee deep or deeper. I'm in about waist deep water right now. Right now I haven't found them, but we will keep searching for them. This is also, it's Sunday at the end of the new moon cycle. So today actually was not a very high rated day for the lunar calendar. So the last 4 days have been off the charts. We've got our limit of trout almost every day. Yesterday we got our limit of snapper going offshore on a real flat day. It was awesome. And today we're just kind of out shooting a little bit more video. All right, and just like that, hooked up with the trout, starting to got a hit that last cast, and just caught this one. So, and he got off. But you see where the boat is. I'm about 100 yards from the boat now, in a little bit deeper water than where we anchored up to get out and get started. And that's about where I started getting my hits. But as you can see, there's not another boat around me. We've got the whole ocean bay to ourselves this morning. Get out a little mullet, broke here and put it on. That smelly jelly going. Have it working for you. Throwing these little John XLs this morning on a 1/32 ounce jig head. Drops real slow, but the weight of these little Johns, you can cast them a mile. These things are good. Another advantage of walking sideways to the boat as the boat captain is that I will quite often, go out 400 yards away from the boat sideways. There's a fish. Oh. And then I will either walk upwind about 100 yards, and then I'll cross back over to the boat. You can also walk down, 100 yards, you're fishing new water, and then walk back across so you're working back to your boat. If you go just straight downwind from your boat, then you gotta basically walk straight back into the wind all the way up to your boat, and it's a little bit more difficult to cast into the wind, plus you're already fished that water, so you're kind of wasting your time there on fishing it again. All right, got another trout on, little one. Another thing, don't reel your line way up so the fish is hanging out of the water. You want to have the pole up and then slide the fish into you, either into your net, or slide him up to you so you can grab your line and then take the hook out of it. All right, buddy, thanks for playing. There, I was gonna go change baits, but that darker color still working. A little bit more mullet on him. All right, first cast after Procure. Another one. That was a second cast after Procure. This one's got a little more back to it. I don't think he's gonna be big enough, but 14. Woo! That one inhaled it. Just push the hook back out. All right, buddy, thanks for playing. Beautiful trout. All right, go get bigger. Catch you next year. I'm now maybe 120, 130 yards away from the boat, and got 2-3 casts. So kind of in the zone now where they are. All right, this is the third fish in 4 casts. I've obviously found a school of them up on this grass patch out in front of me. This one's a keeper trout here. Oh yeah! First one for the box. Make sure he's not over. He's 18, perfect size. Due to shuffle. All right, first cast after Procure. Oh, there was a wiggle wiggle. Mullet jump out there. That's the first one I've seen today. Fish on. Got another one for the box. 16 and a half. All right, got another one on. Figure out how he got hooked here. Get the pliers. Now this is the rod shuffle, so you don't drop your rod down in the water. All right, got my 3 keepers for the day. That's my 3 keeper trout for the day. Now I'm gonna slide over to the shallow and fish for some redfish. Let my buddies come in and fish this deeper trout water. All right, so we got our 3 trout this morning. I'm gonna go back to the boat, put them in the cooler, and then I'm gonna wade over into the shallow water, and we're gonna go hunt for some redfish. Seen a couple mullet jumping over there. I see a bird sitting on the water, so that's always a good spot to go look for some redfish. One time I was walking towards some birds and got into the middle of the redfish. The redfish were down in the grass, rooting up the shrimp. You can see shrimp jumping up out of the water all over the place. Casting right in the middle of those birds and redfish, and got my three reds in there real fast. All right. We're heading out to shallower water to chase some redfish. As I was walking up to the boat, there was a pod of dolphins that were working through that shallow water, busting up stuff. See them chasing fish. But this pelican that's out here is still in that same spot, dipping down, eating on some stuff out there. So we're gonna kind of head out toward him, see what he's having lunch on. All right, we're in about crotch deep water now. Getting more into what I consider the redfish waters. If you want to see all the wade gear that I recommend and use for a trip like this, you can see that link up there at the top. That'll take you to my wade fishing gear video. Now finally in about knee-deep water, caught my first redfish. A little undersized, but sliding to the shallower waters starting to work. So a good place to cast for redfish is these pockets. The sun just went away there. If it comes back here, that sand pocket up in front, see where it's dark all around the edges? Redfish will hang out in the grass along the edges and wait for a bait to come swimming through the middle of it. So those are real good places to cast into and try. We have not had much success in the shallow water. I've had a couple bites on earlier on, but it's getting to be almost noon today, and the fishing forecast was that the bite was gonna slow way down. So probably done for the day. So we're probably gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. If you want to see all gear that I use for these wade fishing trips, watch this video here. If you want to see a video just specifically on the ferrule chest rig that I'm wearing now, you can check out that video over here.